Well, a good evening to you here from Warrensburg Latham High School, where 3 tickets are punched to tomorrow's semifinals here in the 7th grade Class 3A state tournament. We've got 1 slot left to fill. The winner will take on a very good Williamsville team tomorrow at 12:15. But it's going to be the Lisle Lions, a record of 11-2, taking on the 25-1 Downs Tri-Valley Vikings. You are watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show here from Warrensburg Latham. We will step aside for just a quick minute to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors who help bring us junior high and high school sports on our platform all year long. And when we come back, we'll get you ready for this one. It's the Lions taking on the Vikings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
At Farmer State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmer State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmer State Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
We welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. It's our final quarterfinal of the night, and it's the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings taking on the Lisle Lions from upstate Illinois. We've seen winners today, the likes of Williamsville in our third quarterfinal. And in the opening games today, Chillicothe defeated Morris Saratoga in 3, and Staunton defeated Paris Mayo in 2 games as well. You can visit IESA.org to get all the full scores and statistics from what you need to know out of those opening quarterfinals. But we have a good one here tonight for you. It's the Lisle Lions, a record of 11-2. And some of you that might be familiar with IESA sports, asking yourself, why do they only have a record of 11-2? While some teams come in with a record of 27-0 or 21-3 or 17-8 or something similar. Well, it's pretty simple. This Lisle team plays only conference competition, as Coach Mike Schmidt tells us. So they play their 10 conference games. They were 8-2 in those conference matchups. And then they've put together a little run here of 3 straight wins to make their way into the state tournament tonight. 205 students in grades 7 and 8. They are the second largest school in this field. Williamsville is the largest at 226. Part of the Southeast DuPage Conference, making the drive down south tonight. They've also, of course, played the least number of IESA matches out of anyone here in the field of 8. This team has been in some tight matches throughout the postseason. They defeated Dixmoor Rosa Parks 25-17, 25-19, and Burr Ridge Gower 25-22, 26-24 to win the regional. They topped Beecher 25-18, 25-22 to win their sectional championship. And according to the IESA record books, the first time that Lisle has made the trip onto an IESA state tournament floor. Coach Mike Schmidt tells us he's got a really nice team under his hand, says maybe one of the best that he has had in 20 years of coaching at Lisle Junior High. Now, of course, they barely defeated Burr Ridge Gower, but that was a team that is in their conference, and he says our conference is tight, our conference is tough, nothing comes easy, and he believes that some of those other teams maybe could have very easily just as been as far down the road as this team is tonight. We will step aside. We'll tell you more about the Lisle Lions as our match goes on, of course. But we'll step aside for a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we get back, we'll give you a little teaser into the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings. You're watching IESA Girls State Championships here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
We welcome you back here to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, live from Warrensburg, Latham. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, a member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Downs Tri-Valley Vikings come in with a record of 25 wins, just one loss on the season. As we stare down the sheet here from the IESA, that loss just came at the end of the season to Frankfort Hickory Creek. There was a 3-set loss, 25-13, 21-25, 15-10 in a shortened third set. This team has defeated the likes of Normal Kingsley, Decatur Unity, Mackinac DMAC, Normal Chittix, Normal Parkside, Leroy, Bloomington Junior High, Maroa Forsyth, and more to make their way here to the state tournament. Out of McLean County, Downs Tri-Valley has 194 students in grades 7 and 8, part of the Sangamon Valley Conference. Now, this team has not been challenged very much yet in the postseason. They defeated Clinton 25-14, 25-12, and Hayworth 25-14, 25-15 to win a regional. And they easily dispatched Eureka 25-21, 25-11 to claim their sectional and punch their ticket to state. This 8th grade squad was in the Elite 8 last season, and the Vikings won the 8th grade state championship back in 2009. They've got 4 trophies in their trophy case in total for girls volleyball. This is their 17th appearance on an IESA state floor dating all the way back to 1992. That was a much different time for all of us. Coach Donna Dully says this is a really fun, coachable group of girls. They've had some really tough matches this season against the likes of Morton, Hickory Creek, Hayworth, and Corpus Christi. But they feel ready and prepared for the challenge coming up their way here tonight. All 7th graders on the Vikings roster, a few 6th graders, and a couple in the starting lineup here for the Lisle Lions as we get ready to go in this one. We remind you, we'll be back on air tomorrow morning at 10:40 for the 11 a.m. semifinals. The 12:15 semifinal will take place after that. Following that, they'll have a very short break and a turnaround coming at 2 p.m. for the third place match, and then our state championship game scheduled to start at 3:15 here from Warrensburg Latham. We remind you, if you're just joining us for the first time, and most of you probably are, that your subscription with us here this weekend gets you access not only into this tournament, but all 3 other classes. We've got teams at all 4 class sites here this weekend, and you also get access into next weekend's 8th grade tournament should you want to tune in for the fun as well. We will step aside for a quick minute. When we come back, it's the Farm and Home lineups and action from our 4th quarter final. It's Downs Tri-Valley and Lisle. Don't go anywhere. We're right back after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with God, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. It's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already, he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Time to get going here with our starting lineups and introduction of all lineups, brought to you today by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Make sure you get some snow melt because, hey, Mother Nature's not done with us yet. We'll introduce you to the non-starters here first for the Lisle Lions. Number 2 is a 7th grade outside hitter, Kendall Morris. Number 9 is a 6th grade outside hitter. That's Olivia Bosco. Juliana Rotelli wears number 17. She's a 6th grade outside hitter. Nora Fletcher is number 21, a 6th grade outside hitter. Number 22 is Sam Morcello, a 6th grade outside hitter. A 7th grade setter on this team is number 24, Kat Kappel. Number 28 is Audrey Martin, a 6th grade setter. Number 30 is Bea Gallegos, a 7th grade outside hitter. And number 37 is a 6th grade outside hitter, Sam Whitman. Those are the non-starters for the 11-2 Lisle Lions. They will be dressed in their road navy blues here tonight with some gray lettering and numbers and trim on the sleeves. Now on the opposite side here for the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings, their non-starters. Number 8, a 7th grade setter, is Haley Tadaro. Number 16 is Arabella Ballman, a 7th grade middle hitter. Number 19 is Kylie Epperson, an outside hitter. Number 20, a setter, is Tinley Bryan. Number 25 is Eliza Hasselbring, an outside hitter. Number 26, Finley Engel is an outside hitter. And wrapping up the non-starters for the Downs Tri-Valley Vikings, an outside hitter, number 36, Olivia Harris. All 7th graders on the roster here for Donadelli's squad as they come in with just one loss on the season. That loss, of course, as we told you in the pregame show, by the way of Frankfort Hickory Creek, right at the end of the regular season. We'll get the starters lineups for you here as they get the non-starters introduced for both teams. Kind of a nice little touch here at the girls volleyball state finals. The crowd was much larger here, we will not lie to you, but some of those teams had a little bit of a shorter drive to get here earlier today. And of course, a little bit of a late start and a long drive here from our friends from Lisle that come all the way down from DuPage County. But they've brought a nice contingent here tonight. We'll get you the starting lineup now here. First for the Lisle Lions, Mike Schmidt's crew, 11-2 on the season. A 6th grade outside hitter is number 3, Joy Pettigrew. A 7th grade setter, number 4, is Collins Weaver. Number 5 is Avery Peacock, a 7th grade outside hitter. Number 6, an outside hitter, a 7th grader, is Haley Sullivan. Number 7 is an outside hitter, a 7th grader, Olivia Peacock. And number 10, the setter for this team, a 7th grader, is Elliot Parks. Pettigrew, Weaver, Peacock, Sullivan, Peacock, and Parks for Mike Schmidt's 11-2 Lisle Lions, making their first appearance here in an IESA state tournament series. Between 6th and 7th grade, Mike Schmidt says he usually has about 35 to 40 girls that try out for his team, and he's got a nice little roster here of about 15. On the opposite side for Tri-Valley, Donadelli's squad 25-1 on the season. Their starters look like this. All 7th graders. An outside hitter is number 5, Chloe Bruce. A defensive specialist, number 15, is Hadley Hitt. Number 17 is a middle hitter, Lorelei Smith. Number 18, an outside hitter, is Maggie Westerfield. Number 24 is the center on the team, Leah Filarski. Number 31, a middle hitter, is Michelle Weeks. Number 33, an outside hitter, is Lily Orwig. And the big hitter on the outside is number 35, Kennedy Mowbray. It is Bruce, Hitt, Smith, Westerfield, Filarski, Weeks, Orwig, Mowbray. The rotation here. Hitt will be the libero here in number 15 for Downs Tri-Valley, 25-1 here on the season. Brian Shoemaker, your play-by-play here all weekend long as we try to get you through here. We are very good at football. We are very good at basketball. Volleyball is sometimes a little bit of a new endeavor for us at Central Illinois Sports. So if we stumble through things, hey, we'll all get through it together. We're having fun here this weekend with you. Crews get their last-minute instructions from their coaching staffs. The winner moves on to play Williamsville at the 12-15 semifinal coming up here tomorrow. We begin games at 11, 12-15, the third-place match at 2, and the state championship scheduled for a first serve at 3:15 p.m. The officials blow the initial whistle. Teams move through the net and exchange pleasantries here underneath. And we are ready to rock and roll for our last quarterfinal here of the evening. It's been a swift evening. We started at just about 4:30 here tonight. And we are starting our last match here just before the 9 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone here at Warrensburg Latham, just on the outskirts of Decatur, Illinois. Officials making sure everyone in correct rotation to start things. That'd be an unfortunate way to start anything. Downs Tri-Valley will get the initial serve, it appears, as the ball's on their end of the court. And the official will do a one-bounce pass here to Michelle Weeks, and she will get things going for us here tonight in our 3A state quarterfinal match. Lisle and Downs Tri-Valley, here we go. Weeks takes a couple of dribbles. Overhand serve gets into the back row. It's quickly picked up by Olivia Peacock. Lisle will send it back over for a free play as Collins Weaver got a touch on it. On the outside attack, this is Bruce. Sends it into the back row. Nice dig, though, for Pettigrew, but it's going to be a kill for Chloe Bruce. Downs Tri-Valley gets on the board on a big kill from Bruce to start things off here tonight. In the warm-ups, we saw what was a very powerful Vikings attack on the outside. We expect to see that tonight, and now that's going to be a quick ace for Michelle Weeks, and just like that, Downs Tri-Valley up 2-0 here. Weeks with the serve into the back row. More trouble for Lisle as they get it. It's back-to-back aces here for Weeks, as Elliott Parks had a little trouble with that one. It's a 3-0 lead early on here for the Vikings. 17th time that Downs Tri-Valley has been here to the state tournament. A little bit of a fixture in this thing. Lisle having a little bit of miscommunication issues. Weaver and Peacock couldn't get on the same page. They collide with each other. Mike Schmidt says, let's talk just a little bit. It's 4-0 here, the early going for the Vikings. One-handed serve gets in. Peacock gets it up. Nice setup. It's going to be Olivia Peacock on the attack. Sends it over. Easily picked up by Downs Tri-Valley. They've got to get it back over. And Lorelei Smith gets it over for the Vikings. On the attack, it's Peacock again. Sends it into the back row. Running up is Bruce. Has to easily put it back over. A free play for Lisle. This is Sullivan with it. It gets blocked up at the net. And it's going to be a play for Downs Tri-Valley as we show you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. They get up, and that tall front line of Downs Tri-Valley knocks it down quickly. It's 5-0 here as Weeks continues the serve. They get it in. It's going to be an ace there as Peacock wasn't able to handle it. And Downs Tri-Valley opens up here on a 6-0 run. Goes into the back row, and they just caught him sleeping that time. It is an ace for Weeks. And Mike Schmidt's going to take the timeout. We'll take it too. It's Downs Tri-Valley 7, Lisle 0. We've reached the Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in 45 seconds.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Dot.
Lisle takes the timeout. It's their first here in game number 1. For this Lisle team, they have defeated the likes of a 4A school in Willowbrook, Westview Hills, and that's what Mike Schmidt says was probably their first best performance of the season. Fell behind in the first set, fell behind 14-1 in set number 2, and came back to win. And that's when he thought this team could be special. They've had a little bit of the jitters here early on so far, though, as they trail 7-0 to what's been a nice start for Downs Tri-Valley. Continuing the serve here is Weeks, and it's going to be a touch, and it's going to be another ace here for Downs Tri-Valley. Checking in for Lisle is going to be number 30. That's Bea Gallegos. 7th grader on the squad, usually plays in the back row. She did not make the team last year, according to Mike Schmidt, but he says he's really impressed with the improvement that Bea has made, and she's getting some time in the rotation here tonight. Downs on the attack. This is Peacock. Sends it into the back row, dug out by Weeks. This is Bruce. One-handed hit over, and it's going to be a kill for Weeks as Gallegos wasn't able to come up with it on the second touch to set, and it's going to be 9-0 early on here for Downs Tri-Valley. Weeks continues the serve, and it's going to go just a little far past the end line. It'll be a service error, and Lisle is on the board here. They trail 9-1 in the early going. Hadley Hitt comes in libero position for Downs Tri-Valley. Serving here for Lisle is Collins Weaver, one of the captains on this team, the number 1 setter on the squad. She's a pretty good basketball player and a nice overall athlete in Lisle Junior High. As she gets the serve in, it's going to be a quick dump off on the play as Filarski, a really nifty little touch there. And Downs Tri-Valley gets it as we show it to you very quickly here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Really crafty touch when you're tied up against the net like that. Into the back row it goes, and now they just can't get that first pass going, can Lisle. And it's 11-1 here in the early going. Filarski continuing to serve here for Downs Tri-Valley. Student section at their back. Serve goes into the middle, gets picked up, set up by Parks. Peacock with the attack, gets into the back row where it's dug out by Mowbray. On the outside is Chloe Bruce. She finds the floor with it. It's a kill for Chloe Bruce. And Downs Tri-Valley rolling here in game number 1. They are up 12-1 on another kill here from Chloe Bruce. Chloe Bruce, her Aunt Wendy was Coach Donadoli's assistant coach at Mount Pulaski High School a few years ago. Wendy's a twin sister to Chloe. As there's going to be an ace again here. And nothing going the way of Lisle so far here. They trail 13-1 here in our first set. Dumps over the net, one of those little soft touches that tries to fall and hit the floor. Instead it sails just a little bit left and it'll be out of bounds, and Lisle gets another point. And on the serve here for Lisle is Haley Sullivan. Sullivan, maybe one of the biggest improving players on this squad that Mike Schmidt says. She gets the serve over. Mowbray sends it back over on a free play for Lisle. On the attack is Pettigrew, but it's going to be a point for Downs Tri-Valley, as they say that's going to be a double touch violation, and a point for the Vikings. Serving now for Downs Tri-Valley, it's Chloe Bruce. Her team rolling here in the first game. Goes into the back row, gets picked up. Weaver had a little bit of trouble getting the first pass up in the air. It's going to be another ace and a point for Downs Tri-Valley. They now lead 15-2. Downs Tri-Valley has an impressive run of wins this season against some tough competition here in the mid part of the state. Peacock gets it over. It's a free play for Downs Tri-Valley. They'll get it back over and give it right back as Lorelei Smith passes it over. Peacock right back over. Nobody able to get an attack set up yet here. On the outside, though, this is going to be Westerfield. Pushes it over, and instead this is going to hit the floor as Lisle just having some communication issues, and Elliott Parks lost a shoot. Downs Tri-Valley has defeated Stanford Olympia, Fisher, Leroy, Mansfield Blue Ridge, Hayworth, Norval Epiphany. A lot of really good teams in that schedule for Downs Tri-Valley. Lisle trying to get things going here, and they're just struggling on every aspect of the floor right now, as it's 17-2 here in the opening game. Let's hope the Lions can get it picked up here. Bruce continues the serve for the Vikings. She'll get it up and over, and it's going to sail out of bounds. And Lisle looking to create some offense for itself. All three of their points so far coming by the way of service error for Downs Tri-Valley. Olivia Peacock on the serve here. A twin on the team and one of the most consistent servers on this squad. She won the Sectional Sportsmanship Award from the IESA, as that's a big slap down from Lorelei Smith to get the point for Downs Tri-Valley, as it's 18-3. Michelle Weeks will come back into the contest, and sitting down will be the libero Hadley Hitt. Lorelei Smith, the 7th grade middle hitter, is up on the serve here for the Vikings. They lead big time here in game number 1. Nice over the net. It's a let serve, and it's going to hit the floor, and we'll show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Those are the most frustrating plays in volleyball, that let serve where you get ready for it, it tips that tape and just falls straight onto the floor. Kat Capel comes in for the first time for Lisle. She wears number 24. or Capel, excuse me, Kat Capel. As I check my notes, and it's going to be a quick ace here. Lisle really struggling with this service from the Vikings here as it's an ace for Lorelei Smith. 20-3 our score here in the first game. Smith on the serve, into the back row, picked up there by Sullivan. Able to keep it in play was Pettigrew. They send it over to the Tri-Valley side. They pass it right back. Instead, it's going to be an error there as Leah Filarski couldn't get it up over the net. It's a point for Lisle, and it's 20-4. Bea Gallegos comes back in for the serve here for Lisle. They've got to string some points together. Serve goes in, just at the 10-foot line. Big slap down and a big block on the way. Nice play there from Peacock. We'll show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Biggest sign of life for Lisle so far here. Now it's 20-5 on a nice block from Peacock. Gallegos tries to get that one over. It's going to tip the tape, and it's going to stay in bounds. It's going to be an ace for Gallegos. 20-6 now our scores. Bea Gallegos gets it over the tape and just trickles down on the right side. They get it over. Tri-Valley with an opportunity to set up here. They get the ball into Weeks' hands. She gets a nice attack, but it gets picked up by Lisle. Another opportunity for the Vikings. Weeks hammers it down, and it'll be a point as it goes right straight down. Pettigrew was right there for the block, but it went straight down instead of back on the other side of the net. 21-6 our score. Maggie Westerfield on the serve here, and that's going to be another ace, as Lisle has just struggled to get this first pass going, and Mike Schmidt signals another opportunity to substitute here for the Lions. Kendall Morris will check in, 7th grader on the outside hitter. Played last year. Made a lot of improvements here as the season has progressed as Kendall Morris, and now she'll be looked to make some stops here for the Lions. They get the volleyball in. Pettigrew able to get the first pass. She'll get the set on the attack, and a nice kill there for Joy Pettigrew. And she gets the Lions another point as we show that to you on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice setup, one of the nicest offensive sets so far here for Lisle. Pettigrew serves it over. That one's going to sail just a little bit past the end line. It'll be a service error. And Downs Tri-Valley just a couple of points away from wrapping things up here in game number 1. Kennedy Mowbray on the serve here for Downs Tri-Valley. They haven't got her really set too much in the front line yet, but man, she really smacks them down in the pregame warm-up. They get into the back row, hit, sends it up front. They're going to get this set up for Weeks, and it's going to be a nice kill for Weeks. Michelle Weeks easily gets that one put down, and now it's game point here for Downs Tri-Valley. Mowbray on the serve. Gallegos picks it up. Lisle scrambling, and they can't get it over there as Weaver couldn't chase it down, and that will wrap up game number 1. It's 25-7 a win for Downs Tri-Valley. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's game number 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships here live on Central Illinois Sports.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Welcome you back here as we get ready for game number 2. As Lisle trails 1-0 here, as Downs Tri-Valley easily won the first one here 25-7. As we get ready, we remind you about Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois. Go see the guys there for your next vehicle purchase. Their dependable staff will make sure you get the best deal possible in the best vehicle possible. Visit them online at littlejessmotor.com or visit them in person in the Gem City at 3431 Main Street. Lisle gets the first serve here. This is Peacock getting it over into the Downs Tri-Valley side. They'll get their first touch as they set it up for Weeks. She gets it down. Nice dig on the backside there from Collins Weaver. Downs Tri-Valley was ready for it as it came right back, and they'll get the kill. And just like that, Downs Tri-Valley back up 1-0 here in the early going. Weeks will serve first here for the Vikings. The winner goes on to play a good Williamsville team coming up here tomorrow at 12:15. They get it to Peacock, and now getting set up on the opposite side, this is Chloe Bruce. Gets it down the right near side. Nice dig again there for Lisle. Lions having just a little bit of trouble getting it picked up here, but a couple of nice digs on that side by Collins Weaver. But Downs Tri-Valley gets the early 2-0 lead here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Weeks will get it over into the back row, dug nicely out by Avery Peacock. Vikings on the attack. They set it up for Chloe Bruce. She can't get it over that time. It'll be an attack error, and Lisle gets their first point here in game number 2. Haley Sullivan will be on the serve here. Mike Schmidt says probably one of the top 2 servers here on this Lion squad. Bruce gets it over. Peacock got it back. The setup for Pettigrew. A nice attack attempt there. Nicely dug out by Mowbray. They'll send it back over. Lions get an opportunity. It gets tapped over by the hands of Parks. 2 defenders there ready to get it back for the Vikings. And Peacock tried to get it over. Olivia Peacock couldn't get it that time, though, and it's 3-1 Downs Tri-Valley here in game number 2. Leah Filarski on the serve here for the Vikings. She'll get it over on the small jump serve. Pettigrew gets it up in the air for Lisle. Peacock sends it back over. Vikings get a free opportunity here. They set it up on the far side. Bruce comes flying in, sends it a little too far, and it'll go out past the end line, and it's 3-2. Peacock will chase it down out of the bleachers, and she'll make her way back down to serve. Peacock's got a lot of experience for this team, played a lot for Lisle last year as a 6th grader. Mowbray gets the initial touch here for Downs, and a nice little slide kill there as Lorelei Smith comes in. We'll show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. And the kill for Smith sets it up. That's a nice little play and a setup there on the slide. And Downs Tri-Valley up 4-2. Chloe Bruce on the serve. That's going to be a quick ace there as Collins Weaver couldn't get a good handle on it. When Lisle has been able to get the first pass up in the air and get things in rotation and get things in system, they're able to get some things going. They've just really struggled with this service so far here tonight. Haley Sullivan can't handle that one. It's another ace here for the Vikings, and just like that, it's 6-2, and Mike Schmidt wants to take the Adams Fiber timeout. For the best internet service available, that's Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer. While watching sports here on Central Illinois Sports, visit followthefiber.net to learn more. We're right back with you here in 30 seconds.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Lisle takes their first time out here in game number 2. And continuing the serve here for Downs Tri-Valley is Chloe Bruce. Downs leads 1-0 here in this state quarterfinal as she gets the ball over into the back row, and it sails just over the corner. It'll be out of bounds. Good decision by Collins Weaver to let that one slide by. Gallegos will check back in for the serve here. Sitting down will be Elliott Parks for the Lions. Lisle has had its back against the wall here before. We told you they had a really big rally against Willowbrook Westview Hills. According to Coach Mike Schmidt, this Southern DuPage Conference very tough in terms of competition that they have to get through. Is Mowbray able to get the kill for Downs Tri-Valley? 7-3 here as Weeks will come back in. Hitt will step off to the court. And Lorelei Smith will continue the serve here for Downs Tri-Valley. They get it in the back row. Nice job by Lisle to get it up. Pettigrew will send it back over. It's a free play here for the Vikings as they set up Weeks, and Weeks really with a nice spot there as she got past Peacock. That left side of the floor was open. Weeks saw it and attacked, and it's now 8-3. Into the back row, Peacock sends it back over. Really slapped down quickly by Weeks. She saw it coming, got set up, and a nice move by Weeks. And another kill here for the Vikings as we show it to you once again here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Able to slap it right back down was Weeks. She's had a really nice game, been one of the more impressive attackers and hitters in the middle we've seen here so far out of the 8 teams. Pettigrew gets it up, doesn't have enough strength to get it as Lisle couldn't get it up to the front row. And it's 10-3 here so far in game number 2. They get it into the back, and that'll be an ace as Olivia Peacock just couldn't get her hand set just right to get that ball up in the air. It's 11-3 here. And if this does end up being Downs Tri-Valley versus Williamsville, we've still got a ways to go here. Probably be a pretty nice semifinal. They get the volleyball into Sullivan. She gets the front pass up. Lisle able to contend here on this one. This is Mowbray with it. Nice kill for Kennedy Mowbray as we show it to you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. And now it's 12-3. Downs Tri-Valley up. Mowbray really nice attacker on the outside. Lorelei Smith serving here for the Vikings. Into the back row, and they say that one will be tipped and went right between Haley Sullivan and Olivia Peacock. It'll be another point here for the Vikings, and it's 13-3 as Downs extends the lead now to 10. And that one's going to light the campfire there as no one able to pick it up for Lisle. It's another ace here, and now an 11-point advantage. For Downs Tri-Valley, their 8th grade squad was here last season. Is now checking in for the Vikings will be Tinley Bryan, 7th grade setter on the team, wearing number 20. She'll come in to serve here to the adoration of some friends and fans in the student section. That one will go into the net. It's going to be a service error and a point for Lisle. Joy Pettigrew on the serve here. Probably the best basketball player in the Lisle program, just as a 6th grader, was the missing piece and is one of the more dynamic players for that team. For Pettigrew, her parents were Division I athletes together. They met at Penn State. Her mom was on the national championship team in 1999 for Penn State. Her dad was a 2-sport athlete, played basketball and football, and ended up signing a contract with the Chargers. What a deal. Pettigrew will continue the serve here. Gets that one over into the back row. Gets received from Chloe Bruce. She gets it up front. They set it up for Weeks, and Weeks quickly puts it down. Downs Tri-Valley looks really smooth when they're in system. Lily Orgwig will come back into the contest. Sitting down will be Maggie Westerfield. Orwig will come in. She'll serve here for this Viking squad, who's now up 15-5. Lisle gets set. They work it to the left side. Sullivan sends it over. This is Mowbray with it. Stands flat-footed. She can't get it above the net, though. And it'll be an attack error and a point for Downs Tri-Valley. Or, excuse me, a point for Lisle. We'll get it there. Checking in for the Vikings, Maggie Westerfield comes back in. Orwig will get a seat. And Avery Peacock will be on the serve here for the Lions. They get the ball over. On the attack, here comes Weeks with it again, and they have no answer for Michelle Weeks. She is really putting together a nice game. 10-point lead again here for Downs Tri-Valley. They're up 16-6. And that one will go a little bit far. It's a service error. Lisle picks up another point. You just want to see if the Lions can string some points together somehow. That's all we really want to see out of this squad. Let's see if they can get back into it here as Elliott Parks checks in for Lisle, and on the serve is going to be Collins Weaver. Nice serve into the back row off the hands of Mowbray, and it'll be an ace for Lisle. And a little bit of life here on the Lions side. They trail now 16-8. Mowbray with the first pass. They work it up front. Tried to get it to Weeks, and just not a great set there as Filarski couldn't get it up to the right spot. It'll be a point for Lisle, and now they trail 16-9. Elliott Parks was the last substitution here for Lisle. Probably the second best setter on this squad, according to Mike Schmidt, and gives really good effort there on the volleyball floor. Mowbray sends it back over for Lisle. They'll get a free play and an opportunity here. This is Sullivan with it. Diving on the floor was Mowbray. Nice dig to keep things going for Downs Tri-Valley. Lions get another opportunity at the attack. This is Peacock. She'll send it over into the hands of Hitt. Still in the back row. Mowbray has a back row attack, and that's a really nice touch. And the officials say that is going to go the way of Lisle, as Mike Schmidt urging the officials to take a look here, and the line judge agrees. Sails just out of bounds, but that was a really nice back row attack. 16-10 here, our score in game number 2. Downs Tri-Valley leads 1-0 as Collins Weaver on the serve. They try to set it up in the middle for Weeks. She has to two-hand touch it, and they say that's going to be a, that'll be a lift there, a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a throw, whatever you want to call it. It's a violation in a 16-11 ball game here in game number 2. Little quick touch. Lisle able to pick it up. Diving for it was Haley Sullivan, and Weeks came right back on it. She was ready. They're going to set it up for, on the opposite side, this is Chloe Bruce. Really tough play. Pettigrew couldn't get a hand on it to get it up. It went way off her on a really hard strike from Chloe Bruce. 17-11 our score. Lisle wants a timeout. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Don't go anywhere. We've got more state final action coming up for you here on Central Illinois Sports.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Lisle takes their second timeout here in game number 2. They're out of timeouts for this one, as Downs Tri-Valley trying to close this out and punch their way into the semifinals tomorrow. They lead 17-11 here in our second game, as Michelle Weeks, who's had an outstanding showing here so far, is on the serve for the Vikings. Sends it into the front row where it's picked up by Keith Peacock. She'll have to send it back over. It's a free play here for the Vikings. Setting it up, this is Bruce with it, and the officials blow the whistle, and what do they say? It's going to be a two-touch violation there against Downs Tri-Valley. Haley Sullivan back on the serve here for Lisle. The only 2 losses this season came to Lamont Old Quarry and the 4A Woodridge Jefferson for Lisle. And it's going to be a quick touch and a really nice little smart play there from Lorelei Smith, as Pettigrew came up to the net and left the corner open, and an easy drop down makes it 18-12. Filarski on the serve for Downs Tri-Valley. Gets it up into the front. Pettigrew gets a nice first touch. Diving for it to keep it into play was Parks, and Lisle couldn't get the third, and it'll be a point again for Downs Tri-Valley. 19-12 our score here. Pettigrew gets it. Diving for it to keep it into play was Parks. Another opportunity. Peacock sends it into the back row. Hit will get the first touch. Close to the net. Pettigrew comes up to try and block, and it's going to be a point as Pettigrew on the nice defensive stand for Lisle gets the point for the Lions. It's 19-13. Olivia Peacock on the serve here for Lisle. They'll try and set it up on the outside. This is Lorelei Smith. She'll get the kill. Tough serve there, or tough setup for Filarski. She was really tight to the net again. Able to get it back off the tape, and Smith able to put it down. Downs Tri-Valley wins the race to 20 here in this one. And the first pass just gets a little too close to the net, a little tough to handle there, and it's 21-13. For this Downs Tri-Valley squad, if they win here tonight, they'll advance to the trophy round tomorrow. They'll earn their 5th trophy, regardless of what finish it is in school history. As the ace comes down, a nice ace there for the Vikings. They are rolling here in tonight's last quarterfinal of the evening. Chloe Bruce continues the serve here. It's 22-13. Sends it over. That'll be a service error. Lisle picks up one more point here. And let's see what the Lions are able to do as Gallegos. Nope, they're going to leave in. Serving here is going to be Elliott Parks. And now they're going to go ahead and get Gallegos in. Thought about leaving Parks in, but instead he'll send Gallegos in. She'll get the serve here for the Lions. On the set through the middle there, that is Maggie Westerfield with the kill. And Downs Tri-Valley now just 2 points away from reaching tomorrow's semifinals. Serve goes high. Lions able to pick it up. Pettigrew sends it back over the net. On the set, this is Weeks. Weeks sends it back. Nice dig out by Haley Sullivan. Vikings get another opportunity. This is Mowbray. She'll just dump it back over. Vikings get another chance. They set up Mowbray. Flat-footed attack. Diving for it was Pettigrew, but she couldn't get the ball up. And it's match point here for Downs Tri-Valley, up 24-14 here in the second game. Vikings fans rise to their feet as they are 1 point away from the semifinals. Pettigrew with it, sends it over. It's going to come back over. Pettigrew with it one more time, sends it onto the Vikings side. They'll set it up. This is Weeks. Weeks with a big hammer, and that's what the officials say is there were players in the net, and they're going to whistle that Weeks got into it. And they're not done yet here as the officials will concur from the tower to the floor. Both players were right up in the net. Weeks came down with it, and we'll see what they whistle, and they're going to go ahead and award the point to Lisle. Lions get another opportunity here. It's still match point as Joy Pettigrew will get the serve here for Lisle. Pettigrew with it, serves it into the back, hit comes up with it. Vikings scrambling just a little bit, but Filarski able to send it back to the opposite side. They'll work a setup here. This is Peacock with it. Avery Peacock, nice attack. Comes up tough, and now we're going to get a whistle as they say that Collins Weaver was going to be in the net, and that's going to wrap this one up as Downs Tri-Valley punches their ticket to tomorrow's semifinals. They win in 2 sets, 25-7, 25-15. Over Lisle, who wraps their season up with a record of 11-3. Downs Tri-Valley improves to 26-1, and they'll take on Williamsville in tomorrow's semifinal. We have reached the Blessing Health System postgame show. We will be right back to wrap up our first day here at Warrensburg-Latham. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Girls Volleyball State Championships live on Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
next. How about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here.
Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Watching IESA girls volleyball coverage here on the Blessing Health System postgame show. Blessing Health System serving West Central Illinois, Northeast Missouri, and Southeast Iowa for over 140 years. From Heart and Vascular Services, cancer care, women's health, and a whole lot more, visit blessinghealth.org to learn more about Blessing Health System. Downs Tri-Valley rolls to an easy 2-set win here over Lisle in our final quarterfinal of the day. So getting you set for tomorrow's action, it will be Chillicothe taking on Staunton. That'll be our first semifinal coming up at 11, and then Williamsville will take on this Downs Tri-Valley team coming up at 12:15. Losers will play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the third place contest. Winners will come back at 3:15 in the state championship game. We remind you, you can come back and watch any of these matches anytime you want with your subscription. You can also check out action happening at the other 3 classes coming up here, as we'll have action from all 4 sites beginning at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning here on our Central Illinois Sports platform on YouTube. It's been a fun day here so far. We're glad you all joined us alongside. My name is Brian Shoemaker. We're so very happy, humbled, and honored that you've chosen to spend your Friday night with us watching girls volleyball. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll hope to see you back here tomorrow morning. Until then, have a great evening, and hey, give your mom a call. She probably misses you. This has been a Central Illinois Sports production.